Fuck me. We need tongue.
This is the Dude Loft Mountain podcast with your hosts, Gabe, Tanner, and Tommy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dude Loft Mountain. I'm your host, Gabe, joined with Tanner.
Howdy.
And Tommy.
I'm very fucked up.
Yeah, it was really good. It doesn't have like a flavor at all.
No, it just tastes like electric ass.
Electric ass.
Electric
Dude, that's
ass.
how I describe seltzers.
You're not wrong. That is, yeah. When weed just tastes like weed, it just tastes like electric ass. It's just.
That's a very good description.
Mm-hmm.
It's very accurate, especially even with the
especially
seltzers.
this one, a spicy pineapple seltzer, electric ass.
It's called spicy pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Michelob.
Why is it
I thought it was a Truly.
You know what? I tasted that and I was like, this is gonna taste like
that one's not good.
Pineapples with tahini on it. So I expected a decent flavor, and when I tasted it, I was like, "Oh nope!"
No,
but you know what it tastes like?
The
Electric
spicy
ass.
is
That's exactly
is the
what
seltzer.
it tastes like.
Yeah, it's all the chemicals they pump into it.
Gross. Anyway, so good news.
You're gay. And I return.
The Olympics are underway.
Is that good news?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I love
It's the
the
good
Olympics.
news for all the Japanese people that died building those Olympic stadiums. It's the good news for all those kids in Rio de Janeiro. And
Rio.
in Rio de
And then
Jalapeno.
just sleep. It's falling asleep. Yeah, I mean, Tanner thinks that it's going to be good for their economy, and he knows about like.
No, I was wondering if it would be.
Yeah,
'Cause
sorry.
Have you heard about the lost decade, Tommy, from Japan?
No.
So in the 1980s, Japan passed like some kind of accord or something that put the Japanese yen equivalent to the US dollar.
Uh-huh.
And they just started, like the Central Bank of Japan just started giving out loans like crazy to businesses and people. So like they had a good exchange rate and a cheap interest rate, and people were just like, they were printing money essentially.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we've done this year.
Yeah.
And then when they stopped doing that, then like all of these loans defaulted. A bunch of banks like had so much debt on their books that they could no longer function like as a central bank of the country.
Yeah.
And they became known as zombie banks and zombie firms because they're just like there and they're being kept alive by the government, but they can't profit at all or run business normally because they had so much debt in their books.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so when that bubble popped in like the 1990s, before the bubble popped, Japan had like 30, like, so there's a list of the top 50 countries in the world for like largest market cap.
Yeah.
30 of them were Japanese companies in the 80s.
Damn.
And then when that bubble popped, and then currently to today, I think there's only 2.
Fuck.
Yeah. So like they were like a huge
For
powerhouse.
those of you wondering about how math works, that's a 28% loss.
It's a little bit more than that.
Nope, 28%. I'm sticking by it.
Yeah, but anyways, like the Japanese government and economists are still like feeling the effects of the lost decade of the 90s because when that bubble popped, they just stopped building stuff.
Yeah.
Like their economy totally stagnated. And so I don't know. I think if the Olympics are there and they put all that money into building those facilities and then people are coming, granted, not a whole lot of people because COVID is still a concern.
Yeah.
I think, it could help stuff.
I did notice during the opening ceremonies that there's a lot of appreciation for their architecture, as is always. Japan architecture is amazing, but it was sort of advertising to me of like, come, stay, be tourist, which I know that the people of Japan really fucking hate that because they don't want the Olympics to be there because they're currently in a state of emergency. But like government officials and business people who work there, who are stationed there, are like, bring everyone. We need our economy to like develop.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of sucks for like the people.
Yeah, but who cares, man? You know what? Japan isn't America. Okay? Who cares, you know?
So I was
This is a joke. This is a
I was telling Tanner, I was like, I think my love for the Olympics. So it started when it was 2008 for the Beijing one.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, it just made me so happy that the commentators didn't annoy the shit out of me because all they have to do is translate what's been given to them. And I'm not like, it's not a script, but it's definitely like,
it feels scripted for sure.
yeah,
Like,
it's more
it's
scripted
obvious.
than just them. Like they do make jokes still, like
Yeah.
American white people jokes, but they don't, like, you can tell where it's like they don't know that this is part of their history or this is this, and they have all those facts listed, and so they're talking about it, and I'm like, it doesn't bother me. And the Olympics are just beautiful to me. It's the most like Hunger Games-esque thing that we do.
Oh, definitely.
And it annoys me. So I was judging the outfits because I am, like you said, of the Alphabet Society. And I definitely watch the opening ceremonies to see what they dress like. But the music and the performances and like what each country does to represent their country hosting, super cool. Fell in love, completely just mesmerized. And I always watch it, the opening ceremony at least, and then I watch like the games I like. But it's the only time I'm ever into sports is for the Olympics. I fucking love them.
I like the World Cup more.
I've never watched it, but the way that you described it to me last year or the year before, and now I want to. So the next, I don't even know when it starts.
Being in Vegas when the World Cup is on, it is like was one of my favorite memories because we walked out of a restaurant and there was a bunch of people crowded around watching the end of a game because they have just TVs throughout the casino, and we stopped and stood and watched the end of the game and like celebrated with people a little bit, you know, and then just walked back to our room, and it was like that was such a cool experience, like being part of that.
What time of year does the World Cup happen?
July.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Huh? Every 4 years.
Is there like a playoffs that happen like beforehand, or like when does the normal soccer season? What does that
it's
look
every
like?
4 years, and qualifying I think starts like 1 or 2 years before.
Okay.
Possibly throughout the whole thing.
So the World Cup's every 4 years. Is there like
Are they in?
is there a cup every year for like?
well, each league. So the World Cup is just playing everyone's country, right? You send your best players from each country.
So all the
go.
American teams, like they pick
it's a lot
their
like
best
the
players.
Olympics, how the Olympic team works.
Okay.
And then during the 4 years, there's other cups like the Euro Cup, which just happened that Italy won versus England, and that's all European country teams. And then you also have your cups that regular teams are playing, you know, in the EPL and stuff like that. So. There's a lot of stuff filling in that space, but the World Cup is like the
Okay. I ask because not last March, but the March before that, like right before COVID became a big deal, when I traveled to France, I went into like this Scottish pub. I was there with my best friend, and we went in there, didn't realize that there was a game on, but it was like Scotland versus France or something like that.
Yeah.
And like this tiny, tiny little pub, which is absolutely packed. Like you could not move around. It was like so loud and so hyped. It was like the best time ever. And then when the game was over, this like band of bagpipe dudes, like wearing full like Scottish, you know, dress and everything with the, what do you call like the dresses that they wear?
the kilts.
Yeah, the kilts. They were playing like the national anthem. And then all of a sudden the pub emptied out and everyone followed the bagpipe guys out the door and started parading down the street
Just
at the
singing.
end of the game. It was the coolest thing ever.
So you both just reminded me of something that I had said earlier to Karina, saying that one day I will want to go to the Olympics. Wherever they're held, I want to go and watch. And I want to be at like a cool city. It's like everyone wants to go to New York or LA or Vegas for New Year's. I want to go when there's like a really big, the Olympics or the World Cup, something like that. When that's about to happen and people are invested, I want to go to a city like that to watch how the city like reacts. I'm sure it's going to be fun, like the pub that you
it's
found.
gonna light up. Yeah.
It's going to be wonderful.
The World Cup is coming to America in 20. Let's see, the last one was in 2018. So 2022 is Qatar. 2026, I believe.
Let's go. Phoenix Rising,
It's
2026.
Gonna be, dude.
It won't be all of them.
I wish.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's not a chance in the world, dude.
I can't wait for the Phoenix Rising to get the MLS so I can actually have a fun team to root for. But they're doing America, Canada, and Mexico. So the whole the whole continent? Right?
Yeah,
North America.
Yeah, and so
Are there only 3 countries in our continent?
Yeah,
That's crazy. So everything under Mexico, like Honduras, Salvador,
South America.
all of
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
all of it belongs to South America. Mexico's
I
pretty
think
far
so.
down.
Well, yeah, because Mexico's
I think in my head I
Tails
always
goes
use the
pretty far
Panama
down.
The
Canal.
Panama Canal is what separates it, right?
That's what I always thought. But the Panama Canal was something that we did, like humans did, and I think that they use
No,
continents.
Americans did.
Oh, well,
Okay,
I didn't
sir.
want to be mean.
American.
I already hate on like shit on this country all the time. But
it's a lot more than Canada, Mexico, and
okay.
America.
They're just the three biggest.
yeah,
ones.
because there's like
so the three
Bahamas,
of us-
Barbados, Belize, Costa Rica, Cuba, all of those countries that are kind of in like that really small strait.
Oh, well, okay, the
right before South
continental
America?
continent.
Yeah,
Like it's only 3 countries.
gotcha. Yeah.
Basically,
Mhm.
yeah. Because I mean, come on, the Bahamas, like is that
Oh
even
yeah,
real?
they're all islands.
Mhm.
Okay, that
Costa
makes sense.
Rica, yeah, we hear about it. Where is it? No one knows.
I know. I've been there.
Lies.
Where is it?
Fuck, dude.
They just
The
took you to Mexico. They just didn't tell you.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Oh, that would
They
be
speak.
awful.
They speak a different kind of Spanish, so I would have known.
Yeah, different climate too. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Where are we going with this? God damn it,
dude. I don't know.
Countries, continents.
Countries.
Munch.
Oh,
Anyway, also the Olympics, and the only thing that I've ever gotten close to your guys' experiences is when I was a bartender. You guys watching, like we were watching. I think at some point we were watching the Dallas Cowboys play, and their fans get hype. Like that whole restaurant was just with it. And then Cardinals because we're in.
fucking hate Cowboys fans.
I'm shaking my head too. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god.
And then the Green Bay Packers is another one that brings a lot of attention, and the Steelers, and then the Arizona Cardinals, obviously. But those games, holy fuck! Working in a restaurant,
Yeah.
it's like a party all the time.
Have in a restaurant, was it ever like exciting for baseball games?
Sometimes,
Sometimes.
rarely.
Yeah,
but
that makes
sometimes.
sense. But I asked because last weekend we went to a Diamondbacks game against the Cubs, and there was more Cubs fans in there than than Arizona fans.
The Diamondbacks are a team known for like I'm a Diamondbacks fan, and most people aren't. Most people who live in Arizona, number one, it's a transplant state. Lots of people move here.
That's what you were thinking of.
Yeah.
And number two is it's a
Well, the Cubs also do
State-
their spring training here too, so I get that there would be
and the
an
state
influence.
hasn't
Same thing with Oakland
necessarily sports wise ever really had a sport identity. Like
There's
the
no-
Suns
not
were
really.
really big in like the 90s. And then like the Diamondbacks won the World Series in 2001, but since then
Nothing.
we've done nothing of like import. So a lot of Diamondbacks games get the comments that there's more opposing team fans there than
Well, and when I was there, there was more Cubs fans than there were Arizona fans, and then there were also more people wearing Suns merch than Diamondbacks merch. But that makes sense because it was during the finals.
Yeah.
But like it's just funny.
And I feel like
our team sucks.
Plus, the Diamondbacks are like the worst they've ever been
pretty
this
bad.
year. Yeah,
yeah, I remember
they're having
being-
a Suns year, like the Suns 3 years
Dude,
ago.
we were in
whatever.
the lead too, and then the ninth inning we just gave it away.
Yeah.
I know. I'm so sad about it. But I remember going to games when I was little for the Diamondbacks and it being like amazing, the best. And then I've slowly recently have started noticing like I go to spring training games and all that stuff, and I'm rarely rooting for our team ever.
Dude, we need to fuck
Who?
drug testing
Oh,
sports stars. We need to get them coked up again. We need to get them fucking roided up again. Because there's nothing better than watching, 2001 baseball when fucking Barry Bonds was fucking jacked out of his mind, beating the shit out of other players and stuff. Like, come on, like.
guys.
That's you need to make shit exciting. That's why hockey's fun. Hockey's a fucking
Dude,
amazing sport to watch live.
I cannot wait.
When does hockey start? In the winter?
In the fall. I think.
October, yeah.
Yeah.
October, yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be cool.
Yeah, Karina and I were just at Westgate, which is where the Coyotes play this weekend. And I was just being there. I was like, I can't wait for hockey season. I was so excited.
I'll have to watch with you guys when it comes on, and then remind me when soccer starts because I should probably start watching that too. If I'm going to watch the World Cup eventually.
I'm thinking about
So
looking
in one more year, the World Cup happens.
2022, yeah. So next July it'll happen.
Okay, cool.
Who funds Arizona's sports teams?
The owners.
Oh, it's not like they
Like
don't.
a-
It's
like
not
a
like
company.
our taxes don't go to that.
No, that's
That would be wild.
That's why people get pissed off whenever they want stadium renovations and they ask the city for taxpayer money to
Yeah.
do it.
It's like, no, you're gonna make money off of this stadium.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
a
Why do you want
company.
taxpayer dollars?
Pay your own shit.
yeah, but the
God, I hate the way
one of the
Arizona taxes
few
are set up.
publicly owned teams is the Green Bay Packers. I believe the community owns that team.
That's cool.
Oh,
taxes
that
and
explains a lot about their fans.
Yeah, because I was gonna say,
the Green Bay Packers have a very loyal fan base because they're pretty much part owners in it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
and they have a lot. I've never seen a Green Bay Packer fan not have abso-fucking-lutely everything they sell
Yeah.
on at one time.
Packer fans and Viking fans are some of the most loyal fans.
Yeah,
It's
and they hate
weird.
each other.
They do. Yeah.
Don't understand. I've had someone try to explain it to me, and she literally looked at me and said, "Because I was told to."
Where's Green Bay, Michigan, or is that Minnesota?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. They're
The
Wisconsin, and then Vikings are Minnesota.
Yeah.
See, every time I think of like those, I almost said countries, those states, like Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, Connecticut, I only envision the snowy parts of Skyrim.
yeah. Dude, Minnesota to me is like, I hear that, and that is the least Viking state that comes to mind.
Yes, because the accent that I only hear is the one from a kid's show or something where she goes Minnesota, and that's how she pronounces it, and that's how they Minnesotans talk in my head, and I know that that's wrong, but that's what I hear. So Vikings, nah.
See, and I have that image of Skyrim in my head, so to me it's
That
perfect
fits, that
sense.
fits,
Yeah, so
yeah.
the Vikings have always made sense to me because it's like I've got this weird snow front idea.
Yeah.
But much like most people probably have this weird thing about us riding horses here.
Where even is Minnesota?
Oh, they do. Oh,
Yeah.
Because
Minnesota.
it's in the Midwest, right?
it's in the middle.
Yeah.
So where Kansas is
Yeah.
in the center, it's straight above.
So to me, I just think of like just flat fields. You know, that's where our corn comes from.
I think I was about to look up the.
Probably is.
Yeah. So
It's like
I don't
Wyoming.
I don't think of what you think of as mountains and shit.
Is
I
it
just think
Wyoming is just rolling hills
yeah.
and fucking
Is that at the
grain.
same time?
Oh my gosh.
Is it? Is it Togepi? Topography?
Topeka?
Topeka?
No, but thanks.
Topography? Is that what you were trying to
Yeah,
say?
where it shows me
yeah,
the mountains.
Topography.
Okay, topography.
Is it topography?
Yeah.
I know you're right, but it's just so close to typography.
No,
that-
yeah, it's TOPO. Dude, when I was looking for a job during COVID,
Isn't that topography?
topography?
Topography.
Yeah. But when I was looking for a job during COVID,
All these fucking words sound the
I
same.
interviewed with, I think it was the NSA, and they have like a subdivision for
What
geospatial
the
engineering. Yeah.
What were you going to be at the NSA?
I don't know. I was going to be a data analyst. But
Oh, I
but,
didn't.
Tanner was
but it
gonna
was
see my
but it was
asshole
specifically
pictures.
for geospatial intelligence, which is like topography, but using satellite imagery to like find, like bunkers of criminals and, like Saddam Hussein's hole in the ground and like those kinds of things.
Thank you for clarifying which hole.
Yeah.
So
The one in the ground.
I found a perfect way for listeners to understand where Minnesota is on the U.S. You know, when you first start learning about your states,
Your cunts.
and you
Dude,
see,
you gotta stop. we need a counter for this. That's two.
you know that section where it looks like a little chef.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I know exactly
You know
what you're
what I'm
talking
talking-
about.
okay.
Oh,
Yep.
where Oklahoma's
It's-
the pan or something?
Yeah, it's the hand. The Kentucky, I think.
Is it Kentucky?
The hand?
No. Oh,
The
he's
hand?
doing something to Oklahoma.
Oh, it is. It is Kentucky, I think. Yeah, because it looks like it's shape of a chicken, which
Let me
is
see.
ironic.
I've never once been interested in a conversation about geography until now. This
Where's
is fun.
no. Let me see the phone. Where's the fucking chef? I have never done this,
So,
but
okay.
I assume the Oklahoma.
This is Minnesota, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's
This
the
is
hat.
the hat, yeah.
This is big ass nosed Iowan.
Bitch, I can't see with your hand in the way.
Just look up like Chef America states or something like that.
Yeah, this is
Where's
probably
the hat?
I'll show you.
You'll
you.
see.
I need
You'll
the
see.
hat.
This is a bad map to show you on. But anyway, it's the hat. Minnesota's the hat.
Oh, okay. Okay, so mountains make sense because it's pretty far north.
There's no mountains.
Dude,
There's no mountains?
No,
but
it's completely flat.
it's really,
I-
but it's super north.
It's very close to the. It touches one of the Great
Well,
Lakes.
I guess north doesn't mean mountains. It's where the
Correct.
where the
For us, it does.
what do you call the tectonic plates?
I
Yeah.
can't tell you where some of the states are, especially East Coast states, because they're all fucking
Especially
scattered in there.
the small ones, like
Yeah.
the colonies
Wow.
and stuff.
I can't do that. But my dad
Almost.
would do this thing where he would throw a map down in front of us, and he would ask us capitals of each state.
Yeah.
because he was a truck driver. So I know a lot of capitals. I probably can't name some of them now.
My
but,
sister's the same way, but for different reasons. Because my dad wasn't a truck driver. but we had like geography like B's in elementary school, and she crushed it. I was like, how do you remember this shit?
I used to
capitals and states, none of it matters to me.
I used to be very fucking good at capitals and states. I'm still good at like world geography.
All right. For context, Gabe just pulled up a picture of the chef that's made up of the states of America.
It's
so good, huh?
No, my broken mind. You turned it to me, and all I saw was the chef fucking something.
Oh God!
Because it looks like he's holding on to something.
Because they drew arms.
Look at him. It looks like
it does.
It does because they
I
drew
can see it.
arms.
And so it just hit real hard.
I should have just showed you that one.
That one's not that much better.
It just looks well. And that one,
it's
it looks like
he's
he
got
just
his
has
little
a
gut.
Yeah.
He's just like.
Ew. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, he's the hat. The Minnesota's the hat.
Dude, I wish like more countries with states or like territories designed them in pictures of stuff. That would be cool.
Yeah. I love how the further west we got, the lazier we got. We just said,
It just got them bigger and bigger.
just keep traveling until someone dies. And once that happens, there's the state line.
I think one guy just turned to the other and goes, "Hey, Paul."
Well, no, for the most parts, it's natural landmarks. It's mountain ranges and rivers.
No, they didn't have enough room on the flag. They were like, we can only fit 50 of these bitches on here.
Yeah, it's just like,
Well, we're about to get 51.
No, that's why they can't do it. They're like,
They won't allow it.
I always-
Sorry, Virgin Islands.
I used to ask that about different countries when I was younger to the teacher, and they were just like, yeah, we'd have to make more flags. And I was like, so 51 states would have to be on there if we got a new one.
It's just such a nice number.
Yeah, it's a nice round number.
It'd be bad if we did 51. Oh, but I mean, we could just combine like West Virginia and Virginia together, and then bring in another.
Okay, yeah, let's have another civil war. Anyone listening in West Virginia right now is like, "Where the hell? I will fucking."
Dude, what is the thing that like divided Virginia and West Virginia? Like there was a name for it, like parallel 48 or something like that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Oh my God. Hold on.
You talking about the 37th parallel?
Maybe that's
that
what
paranormal shit.
No. It was like there was a strict like division during the Civil War
Yeah.
that separated the state because one half of the state was like, no, we love racism, and the other half was like, no, free the slaves.
So they call it Virginia.
And so that's like why there's a border between West Virginia and Virginia. I could be 100% wrong though.
No,
Don't listen
I
to
think
any
you're
of
right. But it's Virginia, and then they call it West by God, Virginia.
this. West by God. We're just like put North Dakota and South Dakota together. Anything that's divided, just give New Mexico back to Mexico. We could make it. We could fit in.
No.
No.
No. New Mexico holds the little town of Madrid, which happens to be a town where they filmed the should have been Oscar nominated movie Wild Hogs.
I really thought that you were going to take this towards the Alamo and use that as reasoning to keep New Mexico.
No, because that's in Texas. Damn.
Oh, is it?
It is.
God damn it.
It's because of the Civil War.
Yeah, but what's the name of the...
It doesn't have a
Oh, it doesn't have a name? I thought it did. But yeah, it was divided because of the Civil War.
Yeah. That weird fucking splotch on our country is West Virginia, and it's because
Dude,
if anyone knows
slaves.
the name of why the state was divided, please hit us up on the Twitter. I'd like to know.
Dude,
Yeah.
legit
'Cause
though,
I remember
Americans
that
go
being-
hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Because like when we went at each other, it was the bloodiest conflict we've ever had.
Dude, the rest of the world right now thinks we're at like on the verge of another civil war.
Dude, we kind of fucking are.
It's kind of wild.
a little bit.
It's a little fun.
Yeah, you got white supremacists marching in the streets in Philly. They're getting the shit beat out of them. It's fucking great. But
God,
I need to buy a gun.
you have me.
Hey. Gabe will protect us.
pick Gabe up and just spits burritos out.
Just sassy insults. I just hurt everyone's feelings.
It's just rainbow colored lasers.
Pew, pew, pew. The countries that think that we're gonna go into civil war, I couldn't think for a second. I had to like,
Dude, it's okay.
Rewind back from the imagery of your
thinking-
warfare.
yeah,
Thinking is for fucking dipshits, okay?
of the rainbows. Jesus. The countries that think that we're going on civil war, do they think it's because of like an economic decline, or are they thinking?
No, it's half the country's fucking
No, it's
retarded.
it's our division
Yeah.
right now.
So it is the racism thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, racism is a part of it, but it's the party system,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which has been like more divided right now than ever before.
Yeah.
And it's usually
was
the downfall.
prophesized to fail, and it did.
Yeah. And it's usually
is-
the downfall of other civilizations, aren't
Yeah, I can't fucking wait for ranked voting to go into effect.
For what?
Ranked voting.
Ranked voting?
God,
It's
I
where
wish.
instead of saying like who do you want, this person, this person, this person, or this person, they have like 4 boxes and they say number in what order you would want this person.
Oh, interesting.
And so if like number 1 doesn't get enough votes, but you voted for number 2 would win the presidency because your vote now goes to that person.
Interesting.
If number 1, you know.
So everyone gets...
yeah, actually, that would have been cool. I kind of like
yeah,
that.
so
way that
you
was. I mean,
it allows you to get other parties in.
it complicates the voting system.
How so?
Well, I mean, our voting system is very untrustworthy as it is right now, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of like adding that extra degree of complexity, like anybody who loses is not going to believe the result, and that would just cause further chaos, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess.
So I get, yes, it would, but in my head, what would really be the problem is you made voting more complicated, and there's a certain person's supporters who are not built for complexity, who would fuck up their voting, or they would only vote for one thing.
There
Which
should just
is-
be an IQ test.
Well, then your vote doesn't count.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm in full.
I think it would work because the people
Yeah,
who
actually,
can't
I like that. If
handle
you don't
that,
fill it out correctly, you don't get counted.
Yeah,
it
no.
doesn't count it because
if you're gonna
you-
waste the time, don't waste the time. Like, just
I like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Because, or invest in education so that people can handle making 4 choices instead of 1.
Dude,
Yeah.
seriously, I want like that's my biggest political opinion I think I have is like
Education.
like that's my one I always go to is education needs to be fucking upgraded because I'm dumb as fuck.
Dude, especially
and
in
I'm not
this
even
state.
Yeah, and I'm
We're
not
the
even
worst in the
as
country.
dumb as other fucks.
Or like the second worst. I
we're
don't know.
3rd or 2nd worst.
Yeah.
We're
Close.
48.
We're up
48.
there. I mean, down there.
I think Mississippi's got us, and I don't think that it's a big gap, you know.
Dude, that's
Mama,
funny.
that told me I couldn't love you. What the fuck's up with that? Like, you know, that's sorry, Mississippi.
Have I told you about my aunt?
Is she from Mississippi?
Well, yeah. But she's like in a very odd religious cult too. And
Oh,
so-
is this Atlantis?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you haven't.
Yeah,
you
so
haven't-
she's a teacher in Mississippi. So the fact that you say like Mississippi's worse or probably the worst is very funny to me.
Just a small petty haha.
Yeah, dude, let's start a cult.
We did. It's called Dude Loft Mountain. Do you see our
Oh
gypsy
God,
nice,
here
dude.
come. I can see the court playback now of this part.
No, I'm just thinking of all of the things we can write off on our taxes.
No, cults don't
we don't
file
have-
taxes, dude.
We don't have to.
Well,
pay
I mean, no, we
taxes.
don't file taxes, but like, I don't know.
No, we're a
We
church, dog. We don't do
But
taxes.
but like our expenses can be written off to the church of DLM.
yeah, I need the American Challenge dildo. I'm writing it off in the Church of the Dude Loft Mountain.
How can I?
It sounds like a Mormon thing.
It does.
Hey,
The
you're
Church
a
of the Light.
dudist.
I am a dudist.
So
Certified.
does
Bonafide.
that mean
Is
that
that
you
how-
can make a church?
Huh?
Can you make a church?
Yeah. Although it says in our
Can you-
official doctrines that it would be undudely to create like a shrine to the dude.
That makes sense.
So we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you still made a church
Mm-hmm.
and then you just hired us and then this could be our headquarters
Mm-hmm.
and we can write
And then all this
we
is evidence on our website, you know, so they can come back to this conversation and hear us plan our scheme.
this is just going to be a long, really long beep.
Look, dude, I'm gonna get ass fucked in prison. Okay, I can't go there.
I don't think you
I'm
would.
a sensitive boy.
Yeah, once
true.
okay, yeah, because then they play this in court, and then all the prisoners
Actually,
would know.
no, I've got that weird PTSD. Oh Jesus, words.
PTSD, we understand.
I got that weird spicy memory thing where I don't like people standing behind me, and it's not a sexual thing. Oddly enough, for anyone wondering, it's I don't actually I do know what it is. It's from getting poked in the sides and shit all the time. But what was I fucking talking about?
Your
All I
PTSD,
heard
you
was
don't like
stand
people being
behind Tommy
you.
Oh,
and
so
poke him
in
in
prison,
the sides.
in prison, that's like
Wanna
my
die.
spidey sense. My spidey sense is I have anti-rape spidey sense, where no one stands behind me at any point in time, which means I don't get raped.
You just have to make yourself really undesirable. Like pretend
That's
to be
not hard. I'll just be
no, but
me.
just like pretend to be crazy. Just have big eyes, never say a word, have like cut marks on your arms or something.
no, because there's always that one creepy fucker who's like, I like this Fiesta
Yeah.
one over here. Like, look at this.
Your
Look-
guys' ways of surviving in prison are two very different takes on what you would do.
Well, see, if I'm gonna survive in prison, I'm gonna be like that one dude from Shawshank Redemption. Like, I'm gonna be friends with the warden. I'm gonna take care of his taxes. I'm gonna take care of his finances, and then I'll be free.
You think?
And dude, I mean, think about it this way, okay? If you don't want to get raped in prison, just wear a butt plug in the shower.
Do you think? So the sentence that you said just caused a thought in my mind that I had to laugh at before I could spit it out.
Okay.
But do you think there are people that enjoy being raped that go in prison and like hope that they get like targeted
On purpose or by accident?
on purpose?
So there are people that have oh god, I don't like talking about this, but there are people that have a rape kink.
Mm-hmm.
That like that they
I don't feel good that thought came to mind.
that they enjoy what's the word, like
Punishment?
goading someone into
doing
raping
it.
them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because so then it's
There's an
technically
episode
not
on
rape
SVU.
because it's consensual, but it's also not consensual because this man thinks he's raping a person and technically he is.
But do you think anyone is like so horny and they're not getting anything that they commit a crime to go into prison to be locked in with a bunch of dudes
To get raped.
so that they can get some action?
I don't think anyone who's going to prison, like especially a prison where it's going to be like man on man all the time, not like your white collar prisons, which, well, no, they're probably all the same, but at least it's not, anyway, point is, there was a guy, I used to watch a show religiously called Locked Up, where they would go inside of prisons across the country and stuff like that. And there was a dude, he was part of a prison gang called the Gay Boy Gangsters. And they were basically,
dope.
they were just all the bottoms of the prison. They were all boyfriends and stuff. And like, I remember his boyfriend, like they were talking to him about him. He's like, yeah, he's just kind of an in here thing. I don't even know if I'm gay. It's like, I mean, guy,
You're fucking a dude.
you're probably gay. It's okay. Like, but yeah, so that's my fun fact of the week.
It's an interesting thought.
I watched this show called Shameless, and I haven't finished it, but I'm pretty close to the
I've
end.
heard good things about that show.
It's all right. It's just like any other show, in my opinion.
I've heard it's very depressing.
The endings of shows are just always disappointing to me. And I think that's just a me thing. I don't think I don't think that's a reflection on the show. I think it's a reflection on me.
Yeah.
But
You just gotta watch better shows.
like
Game of Thrones.
Ugh.
I knew this was gonna start.
Or Star Wars,
Don't start. What was I gonna do? What the fuck was I saying?
You're talking about Shameless.
So at one point, there's a gay character who's just really tough and goes into prison and eventually makes like a democratic like plea between all the people who abuse all these gay bottoms. And he's just like, nope, treat them with respect. You have to ask their permission. You have to like treat them nicely. And he just fucks up all these people who are like, no, this is my bitch. And he just
He's
fucks
holding
them
my
up.
pocket.
Yeah. He just fucks them all
Hold
up.
my pocket.
And then,
Hold my pocket.
and so then eventually like, the next scene is just everyone is collectively being behaved.
Yeah.
No rape.
Bikes.
I think I would.
Dude, I would not survive in prison.
You'd survive in a white collar prison,
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
like a Jordan Belfort situation.
You guys
I'd be
would-
the most popular guy in there.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
You guys would
I'd have more friends than ever.
probably
Yeah.
you just play cards and just talk about.
Yeah, you would benefit,
So what
actually.
did you what did you guys embezzle? What do you guys want to do when you get out? Like
And how can I benefit?
we're only going to be in here for 6 months anyway, and get out on parole
Like, you got bail, right? You got bail.
If you could commit one crime, what would it be?
and get away with it,
Yeah.
and nobody would know about it.
Nobody would know.
Oh, I don't know. I would need time to think about this.
Me too.
Like,
If you say Declaration of Independence, I'm going to kill you.
That's not a bad answer.
you know what
I
do.
really want to know what's on the back of that document, dude. I might.
It's an Outendorf cipher. I'll tell you that much right now. We need more lemons.
Bro, I
But,
just finished Benjamin Franklin's autobiography. I know the clues. I know what to look for.
Didn't you read that book? And
Why
tell me
is
an
the
interesting
S
fact?
capitalized?
No, to be
Because
honest,
it's a name.
Benjamin Franklin's autobiography doesn't talk about America at all.
What?
Yeah,
He's
no.
just like, man.
It's not about the
French
politics
chicks
at all.
Be fucking.
No, and even that, he doesn't talk about like his sexual life or much. It's like just he writes the autobiography at like 3 points in his life. One point he's kind of like a younger guy like my age. The next point he's 50-ish maybe. The next point he's like 70. And it's just like he writes about like what he's done since then, avoids the politics. It's more or less about his business and how he like managed it. So it's like a good book if you're interested in like
Business things.
virtues and business and like how to deal with people. It's a really, really good book. But about the history of America, there was nothing in there, which is kind of what I wanted. So I was a little disappointed in that, but definitely learned from it. It was a good book.
Yeah.
Didn't you read something interesting about Benjamin Franklin?
I was sorry. Let me finish my thought real quick.
Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say I would not re-register my car tags. That would be my one crime because that's a lot of money saved over a lifetime. But
Jeez,
my
dude,
microphone's
you gotta
assaulting
fix
me
that
again,
mic.
bro. It's not my fault.
If you knew that you wouldn't have to re-register your car tags, would you like pay for more than a year beforehand? Or no, I guess you wouldn't benefit from
No,
that at all.
the crime is that I just stop paying my tags and I
just forever.
I just get away with it.
Forever.
I never get pulled over for my tags. I'll probably just never get pulled over again because how is that possible to get pulled over and not get popped for your tags?
Yeah.
But
tags are so expensive.
dude, tags are fucking communism and I'm tired of it. God damn it. This isn't China.
Dude, you want to know some shit?
Uh-oh.
So when I bought my car, I was like, I'm going to have this car for, like 8-10 years probably.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll save the $20 that you save by buying 4 years up front instead of 1 year individually. Terrible decision. Don't ever do it.
Really?
Yeah, because you only save $20. Like, if you know about like the time value of money, money is more valuable to you now to have it in your pocket now than to not have it. So spending $400 or however much it was to have the 4 years tags versus the $100 for the 1 year tag is definitely not worth it.
Is that why you haven't sold it or anything?
No, but so the car was in my mom's name because like she loaned me the money to buy it. I was paying her back. And then just a couple of years ago, I had bought it outright from her. And so she transferred the title to me. But through the title transfer, I was like, there's still like 3 years left of tax on this car that's in my mom's name. I got like half of that money back.
Ooh.
I was just gone. Just bye. Well, thanks, Arizona.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
So don't ever pay for more than a year.
Okay.
Because one, time value of money.
Robert.
Two, if you sell your car, you're fucked.
I've never thought of it that way. But yeah, no, I always bought the more expensive one, but I timed it perfectly because this last time I paid for 1 year because I knew I would sell my car this year.
Yeah.
And I sold it.
Nice.
And I'm like, you have 4 months left. Figure that out.
Have fun.
I'm like, you're welcome. I gave you more than 30 days. But yeah, no, I didn't think of that. Like, I always think, oh yeah, I'll just buy the cheaper one, or not the cheaper one. It's more expensive. If you paid it individually, it's more expensive than buying 2 or 3 years at a time.
Yeah, but it's only more expensive by like $20 or $30. Like it's
Exactly.
not worth the hassle.
Exactly. And that's what I'm thinking of is that makes sense because if I would have saved that extra money each time that I went, I probably could have made more decisions that would end up. Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah,
I
it's
wish
a
you
bad
would've-
decision.
yeah.
Only by the 1 year.
Okay. All right. You get to go back in time,
Ooh,
right?
yeah.
Okay. You get to go back in time. You can only go see Hitler, right?
Only?
Only.
Really?
That's it.
Do I have to go back in time?
And the other that's 2 parameters.
Okay.
The moment in time you land, it's just you and him in his office. You've got 2 minutes. They know the 2 minutes he's gonna call someone and they're gonna come in, and then you're zapped out of there already.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to kill him. What do you say to Hitler?
You're not allowed to kill him?
You are not allowed to kill him.
Wow, I have no idea.
What if you accidentally kill him?
Did you hear what I just said?
On accident, Tommy.
What if I seduce him into having sex and I just choke him with his own
You
mouth
have
until
2
he dies?
minutes.
A lot can happen in 2 minutes,
A
Tommy.
lot.
So you're saying within 2 minutes, Hitler's gonna be standing there just like, okay, all right, inventory, look, and then just, hey, sexy Hitler. It's like, oh, time for good times, Hitler, come here.
Well, I feel like most of the 2 minutes is him gonna be like, he's gonna be confused.
like, what the stuff?
Like, I'm not gonna be able to get anything important out. Because he's,
Oh, he also doesn't speak English, probably, huh?
yeah. Your situation's dumb. Rethink it, come back to us.
And he would probably just pass it off as like a meth head moment.
Okay, so
He
I
sees
have,
me and he's like, "Oh, it's just one of my weird Auschwitz
It's just,
victims."
Jesus.
I
This
have
one
a-
looks like my perfect creation.
I have a if you could, would you type of thing. So if you could be any person in history, who would you trade places with? But
Benjamin Franklin.
you don't get to pick the time that you changed places with him.
Oh,
Or no, I'm sorry, I lied. Instead, you pick like one time for him to be, but it has to be an important time, like decision making. So like if you chose Hitler, it would be right when he's about to become like emperor, or
Supreme Chancellor.
yeah, supreme chancellor, whatever he was, like whatever that is, or like before you chose to invade, like it's right before a decision has to be made. Does that make sense?
interesting.
I would.
If you're on the Titanic,
I would be Ray J right before he fucked Kim Kardashian in that porn video.
so that she never becomes famous.
No, because
Oh.
that's a good point. I could save everyone.
Yeah.
No, I was
You
just
could.
I was just saying that for funnies. But I was
Just
like,
for
what,
funnies.
what's the stupid? Okay, you know what? I don't need the attitude, Tanner.
I think I'd be Jesus right before he gets crucified and be like, "Nah, I take it back," and just see what it does to the universe after the fact. Wait,
A lot.
under the premise, do you get to come back and see like the?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd do that.
You get to come back, but you definitely aren't going to be who you are.
Yeah, oh, for sure. But
You'll just
imagine a world without Jesus and like Christianity and like Judaism.
Dude,
ooh,
legit.
let's pretend
All of that stuff
Yeah.
never existed. Like
Let's
the world would be so different right now. You can't even imagine.
Oh yeah, 100%. Let's pretend reincarnation exists. If you were Jesus, you would just be his reincarnate year 2021.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, our cult's starting. Our cult's starting. Tanner's Jesus.
Yes.
There's so
I
much-
will never pay taxes again.
There's so much to think about.
And Tanner's just like, I must go meditate on this information.
Yeah, no.
For my father needs to speak to me.
I'd have to think about it for weeks.
40
Lifetimes.
days.
I'd have to stick my head in a hat and pretend I'm hearing a prophetic vision.
Every shower, you're just going to be sitting there
Like,
like,
go full Joseph Smith.
That was
like
the point.
reincarnation of Jesus. Reincarnation of Jesus. Just
Have
on
you,
conference calls. Just,
Yeah.
Reincarnation of Jesus.
Until it like manifests itself
Yeah.
in me and that I actually believe I am Jesus reincarnate.
Like the Bruce Almighty, but the second one where
Yeah.
he is just constantly turning into Noah.
Oh, you mean Evan Almighty?
Evan Almighty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruce
I
Almighty
was like,
too.
there was a second Bruce Almighty?
I know.
Different title.
Yeah.
Different title.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yep.
It's happening.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Sentence isn't going to come out right, so we're just going to make fucky sounds. So, what were we talking about? Oh, Jesus. So
Yeah,
Tanner's
Jesus.
saying he would kill Jesus.
No.
The idea of
Dude,
Jesus.
you got to admit, that'd be kind of a badass metal band name. Jesus Killers.
Jesus Killers? Oh, I'm sure it exists.
You
100%.
You probably right.
There's
You
no
probably
way.
Right.
There's no way. There's not some like satanic metal band that's
Let's
titled
Check
Jesus Killers.
Spotify.
You don't even
What?
have to, dude.
Which one would you choose? Which which famous superhero?
famous superhero.
Whatever Jesus is.
Is
What
there,
is he?
Is there not a fucking thing?
Tommy-
There's no band called Jesus Killers.
Tommy
though.
would come back as Chris Paul and not lose the finals.
I don't want to be Chris Paul. I'm kind of really upset with Chris Paul.
I know.
He really kind of ticked me off during those playoffs. But I would come back as, oh, dude.
I think
I would be Arnie in like 82.
Yeah.
Just drowning in poon, and then I get to be the fucking Terminator. Like,
See, I feel like Gabe wanted something a little bit more significant.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
dog,
I was like, who the
everything is
fuck
significant,
Arnie?
okay? Everything and nothing is significant.
I think it would be interesting to like
my God,
to be whoever was the person in Japan that called like let's bomb Pearl Harbor and stop that.
You didn't say it right. It's a bomb poo.
But like that would have stopped, Pearl Harbor, the atomic bomb. We would have never gotten involved as much as we did in World War II. It would have changed. It would. Yeah.
It
what,
would be-
what would that
Yeah,
have
the Germans
affected?
might have hit us with V2 rockets and shit.
It
Yeah,
would
what would
be
that have
could've got-
affected?
the Americas versus. It would just be at the Olympics. It would just be the Americas and Germany.
Yeah.
Just Germany. Maybe Australia would survive. Africa.
Dude, Germany, man, it's like sometimes you'd be like, fuck Germany. And other times Germany would be pretty cool. But
As it's going to a beer thing.
what?
Aren't they known for their beers?
They have good beers.
They do actually. I drink a lot of German, like Hefweizens and stuff like that are all German, I believe. That might be Polish, which would be a bad mistake to make.
No, I think that's German.
Hefeweizen?
I think so.
Yeah, Polish is
It's
all
more of a
Polish
guess,
is all
really.
like a fucking wonky one, right? They're like a hinga honga and all that shit.
Oh, the language
yeah.
sounding?
No, it sounds like they're fucking talking through noodles.
Yeah, I think that's
You got a fucking
Norwegian.
problem, bro?
Oh, that's just a really
Talking.
funny
You want to go outside about this, bro?
I think I would choose. I can't really choose between Prince Philippe or Alexander the Great.
Who the fuck is
Okay,
Prince
but which
Philippe?
moment?
Okay, so Alexander the Great, in the moment that he decides to continue invading Persia,
Invasion.
invading. Sorry, I didn't even hear that one. Or the moment that Prince Philippe chooses to not.
Dude, who the fuck is Prince Philippe?
Are you talking about the dude that's like super fucking old now? Like he looks like
Prince
a fucking
Philip?
wet rack?
No, that's Prince Philip, and no.
Okay, so who's Prince Philippe?
So Philippe is.
Are you just saying Philip differently?
No. It's because it's in French. His name is Philippe.
Fuck the French.
I mean, okay, but this is back when this is during like the downfall of France. Like this is
You mean like every day?
Well, like when Napoleon,
this is when
like 1800s.
this is when like the
his
royals
downfall?
were like murdered. They were gonna like behead everyone, and they took the baby, the prince. They're twins, Philip and Louis.
Oh, this is the Man in the Iron Mask shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Three
The
Musketeers,
Three
like
Musketeers.
all that time. That's when this is happening.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I don't know. anything
It's
about
when
this period of
it's
France.
when it was the first time that the king of France was not in Paris.
Dude.
They drove to Versailles, and he made the Palace of Versailles, the mirrors. You've ever seen those?
Yes.
things? Yes. So
it's very nice. I've seen
it's
it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you go and see it like in person?
Yeah, when I was in France.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Huh?
Dude.
I can't wait to see.
The fuck Marie Antoinette was all like, let them eat cake.
Wait,
and
actually,
then
I
they
might
cut
not
that
have seen
bitch's
it.
head off.
Adam said that she never actually said that.
No?
Yeah, it's like a common myth
Okay.
that gets put just like Hitler being a
Did she
Jew.
say that to piss him off and then they cut her head off? Like, was that the thing?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because I know they cut that bitch's head off, right?
Yeah,
It went
they
kerplunk.
did a lot of
Kerplunk,
a lot of guillotine.
flop
things.
down, eyes still blinking and everything.
I thought you were about to start freestyling. You sound like G-Eazy a little
Yeah,
bit there for
a
second.
little
You're like,
bit.
flop
like
down.
like G-Eazy.
Dude, G-Eazy is
Kanye
not
West
a
is
good
really-
rapper.
I know. Compare me to a better white rapper. Don't give me G-Eazy.
Well, no, you were
Kanye.
just regularly
Kanye.
talking. So if you're bad rapping while you
Did you
talk,
say Kanye?
Kanye.
I said
Same.
white.
No.
Hey,
Same thing.
if
You,
you were-
Kanye.
All right,
Same.
Kanye,
it was
what
like NF. It was like I looked at you and I
No,
thought you.
that still hurts too. But
What?
I mean, he's a good rapper, but like his sounds the same every time. So is his flow. Like I like his
Eminem.
music, but he's no legend. Not yet.
Eminem.
Eminem.
Okay, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh my god, I hate that man.
Why? He's with what's her face?
Dude, I don't know
Who?
any other white rappers.
There's not a lot.
Action Brosnan?
What's the one?
Bronson? Is it Brosnan?
Bronson.
Or Bronson?
Is he white?
Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's white.
Lil Dicky. Yeah, that's a good one.
Little Dicky.
Dude, Lil Dicky's the best.
You would be Little
I love
Dicky if
Lil
you were a
Dicky.
rapper, yeah.
Lil Dicky or Young Gravy.
God,
Oh, Young Gravy. You are, because I got high one night and I texted you. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I think you're fucking Young Gravy. I was like,
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Gravy.
Young Gravy is my alter ego.
yeah. Is that your porn name?
Young
Can that
Gravy.
be?
dude,
Young
that,
Gravy.
their song, he has a song with, what's
Can
that
we have
guy,
a strip
Baby No
club?
Money or whatever?
Who?
Whoa.
Is that his name?
Baby No Money?
Yeah, Baby No Money.
God, if I could
Dude,
take a
that
name,
is a terrible name.
Hang on, it's Baby. Yeah,
gonna put
Baby
that
No
on-
Money. It's BBNO money sign. Baby No Money.
I hate what's happened to music, man.
Me too.
Well, anyway, he and Young Gravy have a song together called "Welcome to Chili's," and
oh my
it's
god.
so fucking bops, dude.
Do they use the audio from the meme?
I don't think so.
Oh, why?
Yeah, it's weird.
What a
Money?
missed opportunity.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
unfortunate.
That's really
Yeah.
terrible.
I could be wrong though. I've listened to the song a bunch, but I'm also certifiably
Tommy.
dumb. What?
You need to make an EDM track and then say "Welcome to Chili's" like right before the drop, like right before it gets good.
Welcome to Chile.
Welcome to Chili's.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
agree.
like you had this idea. Before.
no. My previous idea was Harry Potter, and you're a wizard, Harry, and then
Yeah.
dubstep just.
Which didn't you do?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it was dope.
Like when we, oh my God, the things that we did when we were barely becoming friends is that happened.
Yeah.
And to the point where I was like very impressed, was like, how did he even make that? And then I moved in with you and I'm like, oh no, you just like actually make music, like actual songs.
When's the new album out, Tommy?
I'm sorry, what?
And then what was the other thing? You guys would quote Lil Dicky all the time, constantly.
Specifically the Pillow Talking song.
Tinder, I'm 6.
Yeah.
Dude, Pillow Talking is a fucking fantastic
Dude, I
song.
think either like the first or the second night, Karina stayed the night with me. Like we were in bed and I was like, you want to watch Pillow Talking? And she was like, yeah. And like we watched the music video. Oh, it's so
Nice.
good, dude. It's so funny.
That's great.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen the video?
After
Dude, we
this,
gotta watch it
watch
after
it,
this.
yeah.
It's so good. Brian on some other shit.
Brain. Oh, what a legend.
My other friend really likes Lil Dicky, or at least showed me a lot of his videos. So he may have showed me, and I'll probably remember, but I don't remember. Is it animated?
Parts of it. Well, animated in the sense that like
Cartoons.
like visual graphic. No.
Didn't
No.
it have the highest budget for a music video when it came out?
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
The CG,
'cause-
there's CGI in it.
yeah, the CGI is really good.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in animated stuff, and you like anime and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Go look up Unlocked by Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats.
Okay.
It's a visual album, and they like incorporate like every song is kind of like a different scene in the movie, and they incorporate a lot of different styles of anime into it.
Oh.
And Denzel Curry is one of my favorite rappers, so like parts of it go kind of hard in terms of rapping, but it's really cool. It's like music and art
What's
combined.
his song we like? Babylon? Is that
Babylon,
him?
yeah. Denzel's featured on that song. It's by Ikali, which is like a dubstep EDM artist.
Yeah,
Whatever,
but he's the
like,
one
over
who's
there.
rapping on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That song goes hard.
Was hoarding the pearl.
In terms of hip hop, what do you think was peak era?
Peak era?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like, name a song that
We're
came
in
out
a, we're
and you
in
were
a
like,
pretty
that.
good era right now.
what?
With all the with all the fucking technical rappers we have and shit.
Oh, but
You have
no,
to go,
no. I agree. There's a shit ton of technical rappers who are
Yeah.
really good right now, but
I
they're
mean,
not
I'm saying,
getting
okay, mainstream popularity?
mainstream
No.
shit.
Yeah.
yeah, they're
Okay,
not
yeah.
getting the attention they deserve.
Yeah.
But like technical rappers that were getting attention they deserve, like like Wu-Tang when they were in their prime, like Tupac and NWA, like that was definitely the scene. That was when rap and hip hop peaked for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so like early
we're,
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in agreement.
Late,
Yeah.
Because I was listening to like Tupac, Biggie, and
Mm-hmm.
NWA like probably the last couple days, and then my phone like didn't connect properly, and it
Yeah.
was just on like a serious fucking thing, and it was just a hip hop station, and I have not really listened to anyone's music recently, and I fucking hate all of it.
Yeah.
I hate all of
I
it.
have
so
a
much.
hip hop playlist I'll send you that you should listen to.
I
Okay.
do think that like Lil Wayne and like Kanye, Jay-Z, J. Cole, and that scene of guys
Yeah.
were also really good,
Oh yes.
but definitely not as influential to like the country's culture as a whole.
Yeah.
As the other guys I listed off before.
I think at one point Jay-Z and Kanye did, and then I think as in more recent years have less pull.
Yeah. I don't like a lot of older hip hop anymore.
No.
I grew up on it because my mom loved that shit. But I mean, I found, especially now in the more modern age, there's lots of the guys I found on Spotify just going to, know, song radios and stuff like that. I really like the EDM, or I guess this the electronic style of production.
Yeah.
Like outside of just like, 808s and stuff like that.
Yeah, no,
when they actually
I-
started putting synth in and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I'm
Like
not-
Barrymore. I don't necessarily like that song for
that
the
song-
the
I
chorus
fucking hate
that
that
is
song.
kind of fucking wonky, but the music in it and like the way it makes my sound system kick and everything.
It's a little
I fucking love
it's
it.
a little bit more hip hoppy. But I agree with you. Like that's why like I don't listen to the old hip hop really all that much, even though it is like lyrically and like
Satisfying.
messagely
Yeah.
better than most of the music we have right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the production that we have today.
Yeah.
Which is like the same feeling I have about movies. Like older movies, I have a list of older movies like classics that I need to get to. But if there's a newer movie coming out that I think will interest me more, like I'm gonna watch the newer movie first because the production's just better. And that affects things as far as like immersiveness goes and how into it you are.
Yeah, I should say I don't listen to hip hop all that often, nor do I listen to older hip hop. because like there are certain songs that I like from newer hip hop, and I will only listen to those songs.
Yeah.
I don't try to venture off because I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah.
But older hip hop I'll do because it's sort of like a nostalgic fuzzy blanket for me, and it's been rainy, so it kind of like I don't know.
Yeah,
it
fits the vibe for
Yeah.
sure.
We're also in the part of like the music cycle, which is kind of interesting when you think about it, because it's kind of one of the first, like we're in like the first cycling through of musical genres, like what's popular in the zeitgeist. Like rock and roll came around in the 50s.
Yeah.
By the 70s or 80s, it had branched off into metal, which branched off into thrash metal and power metal and, blah, blah, and all this other stuff, and branched and branched and branched and branched and built up and peaked. And then we got into grunge. 90s was all like, rock. And then rap came up and kind of peaked with it.
Yeah.
But rap has stayed,
What
or,
it
it's
is.
had a bumpy up and down here or there in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Where rock really declined. And so now we're kind of in the rap portion of that, where all these new, like, because like it's weird calling some of the songs I listen to hip hop. Like the playlist I have is just called hip, because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to call
Hip
this.
hop, like now, is just kind of, I feel like, a term for what's popular.
Well, yeah,
It's
hip hop
like,
to me is
hip hop
a song-
is no longer what hip hop used to be.
To me, it's a song with a guy rapping over a beat specifically.
Yeah,
Like rapping over some sort of beat, not one that has like lots of synths and stuff like that. That's still kind of hip hop, but it's also more like just rap. Some people just call that rap.
Yeah.
Because it's just you're focusing on the lyrics.
Yeah.
In a different way.
So do you
What's-
think that's happening with EDM? Like I remember early 2000s, EDM was like specifically Skrillex, just Skrillex. And then now, like you've shown me synthwave and different types of synth.
Yeah,
It's
EDM
branched quite.
Yeah, EDM has kind of
exponentially.
already done its branching off point, and it's pretty high up in the zeitgeist right now as well. And that's them and hip hop are both, they're
Yeah,
constantly
pop
in each
music has
other's
now
scenes all the
adopted
time
each other.
nowadays. Yeah,
EDM.
and like a lot of the songs on that playlist have EDM producers, creating the beat for it. But I see EDM possibly doing the same thing. It just depends. Whatever's gonna come up next is probably going to be what Gen Z
Comes up.
latches onto and likes the most, which
Yeah.
is going to be this kind of what, from my point of view, and I don't listen to the radio that much necessarily, but it's going to be kind of more this little bit more the indie-ish and kind of indie,
More independent type vibes.
There's a lot of support in that generation for that kind of stuff.
Finish your thought, and then remind me of Gen Z, and I have a comment to make.
Oh, well, my thought was from a while ago when Tommy was talking about rock, especially like back in the 50s and 60s, and maybe even a little bit later. But like around that era, we had like the Beatles, we had Elton John, we had the Rolling Stones, and like those groups and the groups surrounding like that style and whatnot are still to this day like the most profitable bands that have ever existed.
Yeah.
And like that was decades ago.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody that has come out in the last decade or like currently as continuing to be popular for the next 2 or 3 decades like those guys were. So it was like weird. Classic rock is still to this day like the most listened to music genre, still the most profitable music genre.
Yeah.
The most record-breaking music genre. And there's like nothing is even getting close to matching that.
My only like rebuttal on that would be there were a lot of people when the Beatles were around that they didn't like them. They didn't think they were anything special.
Yeah.
So it's like Nicki Minaj and stuff like that have these huge Beatle-like followings. There's a chance in the future they may be seen as like the herald of a certain genre,
Yeah.
or like the start of something new or something more, like a different turn.
I'll be surprised to see, 10, 20 years down the road who was like kind of
the T-shirts Gen
who's
Z and
turned
the next
into
generation are wearing.
that legend of,
Yeah.
like, who I listened to
I think
when
you'll
I
see
was
that
young.
with like Kanye and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think like Kanye's going to be talked about for a while because parents who are hardcore Kanye fans are going to show their kids,
Talking about
and
Kanye.
those kids are going to like it.
Hey,
And
Kanye.
So
Not that you're listening to this podcast, but where the fuck is Donda? Why'd you delay it? You want to hear
it's called Donda, dude. Where is it?
where?
Donde.
Donda? I don't know.
Donde.
But you want to hear a fun fact though? I saw this on Twitter. Out of like all of Kanye's album releases, the like collective, out of all of them, the collective time of like delay is about like a year and a half. If that makes any
Damn.
sense. So like every single, like a lot of the albums that he's put out, like his last album or the newest album, Donda, was supposed to come out Friday.
Yeah.
And it's been pushed back to like August something.
Uh,
A lot of his albums have gone through that, and the collective like sum of the time of the delays of all of his album is about a year and a half.
fuck.
Isn't that wild?
Is he trying to do it to create demand or what?
Yeah, definitely.
Because like
I would
this
say.
close to the release date and then going, oh, it's delayed.
Well, yeah, and
Like-
he did that listening event last Thursday. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He filled a stadium, and then the bottom of the stadium was just him, and he's like wearing, some like Yeezus clothes or whatever, and he has like that thing on his face. I don't know what you call it.
It looks like pantyhose.
Yeah, pantyhose, and he's just in the stage, just vibing to his music, and that was the listening event, and the pictures of that just like flooded the internet. So I mean, the dude is
We are living in a weird fucking
he's a
timeline.
genius marketer, and the delay
Yeah.
is a smart move because it gets people talking.
Whoever's
about it.
in charge of his marketing team
Well, I
is
mean,
genius.
once you know you have a a pack of like ravenous fans who are never gonna leave your side, you
Don't point at me.
You can
But yeah.
literally do almost anything to them emotionally like that because they'll just like, okay, fine, a month, fine, it's another month, I can wait. Like it's like they just
like
keep,
an
You don't
keep going.
You don't rush a masterpiece. Okay, but like even after his last album, Jesus is King, and the backlash that got for him going Christian.
Yeah.
like his following has not wavered, which is nuts. I mean, maybe it has, but I feel like the excitement that's surrounding this new album is equal to excitements that's been surrounding his previous albums.
His last 4 albums like not been critical hits or anything though.
No, the Jesus is King won Emmys.
It did.
Oh yeah,
What about fucking that Pablo one?
Pablo was really popular too. I didn't like it that much, but that was super popular.
What was the one before that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know either.
Huh.
But like,
Yeah. It's annoying, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But you can't rush art.
Look, the point is, Kanye's probably going to go down if he doesn't completely throw away his reputation with all of his political stuff.
Dude, he tried to run for president.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows he's crazy. That is his reputation. You can't mess that up.
Yeah, but he's probably going to go down as one of the like godfathers of rap, alongside guys in the old era too.
Yeah.
The guys like Dre and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
R.I.P.
I'm gonna. Dre's dead.
Didn't he die?
Who?
DMX died.
DMX.
Yeah,
I
Dr.
was
Dre
thinking-
is still around.
I was like,
bad.
Dr. Dre fucking died.
My bad. Lo siento,
Jesus.
false alarm. So sorry for the panic attack.
Holy shit, man! You've got to be careful. Oh no, and Biz Markie just died.
First is Dr. Dre.
yeah.
Next it's Cher.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose everybody.
There was a weird moment. We were watching an NBA Finals game, and I found out Biz Markie died, and told everyone. The 4 of us, or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of us were sitting downstairs watching it, and I went, "Oh my God, Biz Markie just died!" And someone goes, "Who's Biz Markie?" And me and Gabe started singing, "You got what I need." And it was like, we're not gonna explain. We're just gonna present to you an example of
Which
our
is
God.
like, I think most people know that song, but they don't know it's Biz Markie. So
Yeah, I just know that was one of my proudest moments in high school because I had a teacher, he was a history teacher who liked rap. And he was kind of a douchebag, but he was also one that like you wanted to be in good terms with in the class because then it would be at least fun. And we were talking about World War II geography or something like that, and he goes, and then they invaded, and he points to the map and he goes, Tommy, this one. And I was like not paying attention, and I was like, and he goes, 90s rapper, and I went, Biz Markie, and he goes, Bismarck, yep. And I was like, oh, thank God.
That's funny.
I can't believe my brain was like, we'll give him that one. Like, just, no, we won't do the tip of the tongue thing. We'll
yeah,
just send that
of
one
all
right
the
out.
90s rappers too, Biz Markie.
I don't know, man. That song, it's such a catchy fucking song for how awful his singing
Oh, it's
is.
terrible. It's funny how like that song came back.
Yeah.
Like when I was in high school, the song came back and then like everyone was singing that song because it's like it's funny.
It's such a
Yeah.
good song. It's such a good song. Also, I've been looking up stuff while you guys were talking about Kanye. So you're not going to be happy about this.
More about Kanye?
No.
Oh, okay.
The next, like, so you were saying like the Beatles and other people who I can't remember who you said.
Elton John,
Yeah,
Rolling Stones,
them. So the next version of that is probably
Olivia Rodrigo.
BTS, which I know
Fuck
makes
me.
you both very upset. which is fine. You can be upset.
You got what I need. I don't
But-
want to do this right now.
I was looking up like
got
their
so
stats,
depressed, dude.
their stats versus the rest of them, and they are just as big now.
I'm sad.
But I know you guys hate them, but I fucking love them.
To be fair, I haven't listened to any of their music, but
To be
like
fair,
the- just-
ew.
so I like something that they do that's
army that
interesting.
they have on the internet that just fucking force feeds their content down everyone's throat. I don't like that. I don't like
Konnichiwa,
that.
motherfuckers. It's Japanese rock is where it's at.
right.
No, I'm talking.
okay, okay.
I'm talking Japanese baby metal. Okay, look it up. But hey, fuck you.
No,
that baby metal
Baby-
song is fucking dope.
Oh,
though.
from the
Bring Me the Horizon.
that
Yeah.
track.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Way more
yeah,
fun
What is
than
it?
our rock.
Something-
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer. Yeah.
Something that I like that they do that I wish that we adopted in America is BTS has like 6 members, 6 or 7 members. I don't know. I can't count them. But they're all allowed to do individual work. So a lot of them have like their own singles and EPs and stuff like that under their own name while they're doing BTS stuff.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
because
Dave,
they
it's more
have-
money.
We've done this.
With who?
NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, One Direction.
This be true.
Most of them have their own stuff.
But they break up and then do it. BTS does it
So?
alongside of. And I wish that if
fucking Spice Girls. Actually, I don't know. Do they do that?
no,
Dude, fucking
they broke
Spice
up,
Girls.
like
Black Eyed Peas.
They broke up.
Dude, who's
No,
the
but
who-
during the Black Eyed Peas, Will.i.am was doing his own stuff. So was Fergie. Wait, Fergie's in Black Eyed Peas, right?
Kiss.
Beatles.
Hey,
I don't think.
what the fuck?
What?
What fucking thing did you just say that we were joking about? God damn it, Tanner. What did you say? Someone tell me what Tanner said.
Rewind, please.
What were we talking
He
about?
said Fergie.
Fergie, Black Eyed Peas. What
Black
did you
Eyed
say
Peas,
before that?
One Direction,
When,
NSYNC,
Okay, we do this.
Backstreet
NSYNC,
Boys.
Spice Girls.
Spice
Spice
Girls.
Girls.
Spice
It was
Girls.
Spice Girls.
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Dude, I don't know. I
Dude,
don't
it's
have a
Mel
favorite.
B. Fuck you. Okay, Mel B was the
It's Mel
best.
B. It's
Still
Mel
is
B.
the best.
I don't have.
It's Mel B.
Mel
Scary
B.
Spice. The black one.
I don't know. Well, she's what, like an American Idol judge, or like
Yeah, she is actually.
Oh, okay.
She not is it American Idol? or
America's Got
Talent.
Yeah.
Whatever. One of those fucking shows that are exactly the same.
Okay. Well, give me a second here. Okay.
No, but what BTS is doing, like the individual stuff with the group stuff, that's not unheard of.
I feel like it just a lot
Fucking
of
Hollywood Undead does that.
Dude, Hollywood has really gone downhill.
Yo, for sure. None of it's
Like
good.
fucking Kirk
okay,
Funk,
but my
my
point
dude.
is,
But the formula is nothing new.
they are very successful.
I hate them.
I know. They are very successful, but they are still allowed
The
to
front one is Mel B.
work individually. Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
know. They are allowed to work individually alongside their whole group project. Whereas I feel like it's more common in America for us to the band split up and then they try to keep their members together for like one more year and they all just go their different ways.
What's
That happened to the Beatles. It happened to One Direction. One left. They tried it for 1 year. Then they all left. It happens all the time. And I wish that they were just allowed to do their own
I don't
style.
think it's necessarily that they're not allowed to do it. I think it's bands really struggle to do that stuff, especially bands that, whether you like it or not, are put together. Bands that aren't put together by a team.
Yeah, true.
Because if you're put together by a team, it's kind of like The Boys,
Mm-hmm.
or which you haven't watched yet, huh?
The show, no.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like you've got schedulers. So it's like people write the songs for you. You just go in and sing, and then you go over to the studio and do your separate singing and stuff like that. Whereas bands over here, when they do solo stuff and they try to branch out, if it gets any type of support or popularity, because the recording studio is going to want them to tour it too.
Mm-hmm.
That's taking time away from the main band, and so I think it stresses bands out. So that's why it doesn't happen as often here. Unless it's like an NSYNC situation or something like that.
I just thought of another one. Fifth Harmony.
Oh, Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child, yeah.
But then when Beyonce went solo, they broke up.
Yeah.
That's my point.
We're just giving you examples about how they're not doing anything.
Bro,
new.
I
We're
don't.
saying.
I gotta be.
But
I gotta
I'm
be
not
honest with
saying
you. When
what
I
they
said
do
Destiny's
is
Child,
new.
when I said Destiny's Child, I didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
All right.
You just said Fifth Harmony. It reminded me of Destiny's Child, and so I said Destiny's Child.
That's fair enough. But Gabe, there is a list of topics that we do not talk about on this podcast.
fucking
One of them
hell.
is K-pop. You know this.
Why?
The other one is not pegging,
Not pegging?
or the term boy button. Huh, Taylor?
I don't like that term.
But yeah, no, I just thought like what they're doing is still very unique, and it's big. I know you both hate them, but the rest of the world disagrees. Like
I don't understand though,
large
'cause
portion.
every time I'm on like Instagram or Twitter, like the recommended stuff like is a bunch of these weird like group interviews with K-pop band members, and they all just seem like, I don't know, like dolled up, like brainwashed people. Like the way they act just seems really weird to me.
So maybe I should. I am not part of their fandom that like watches interviews. I do not care.
the fandom's weird.
Yes, very. I don't care. There are some times I'm like, okay, I'm curious to see what happens. And I don't watch them to hear actual answers. They are all professionals. They were all trained and like to be professionals. Their answers are always going to be what they should say.
Jonas Brothers.
I will.
Yes, very much so.
Dude.
No, but they did solo stuff too, like during the Jonas Brothers band, right?
No.
Nick Cannon.
No.
or
No,
Nick
Joe
Cannon,
Jonas.
Jesus Christ,
No,
Nick
Joe Jonas branched out, and then they broke up
Oh, okay.
and started doing
Damn
their own
it.
thing. But what was I gonna fucking say? What were you talking about?
BTS.
He was talking about the fandom. He doesn't
Oh,
watch
the
the
fandom.
interviews.
Watched
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'd support? I'd support K-pop,
North Korea.
North Korea pop, dude.
The subliminal
Oh,
messages that would be
glorious leader.
pumped into those.
Like, could you imagine just an EDM like dance song just called "Glorious Leader"? It's
Oh.
just Kim Jong Un just hut hut hut. You know,
Pretty hard.
I can't. I can't. my brain can't even do
dude.
it.
Oh, okay, all right. Someone get the president on the phone.
All right, let me dial him up.
I know how.
Hey,
to
Daddy
fix-
Joe.
I know how to fix North Korea.
I was going to say Obama.
Obama. Oh,
What?
He's still the president.
I was just gonna say, hey, Joe, come smell Karina's hair, and just knock, knock, knock. He's at the door.
Here's what we do. Okay, we somehow get our hands on a B-52 bomber.
Okay.
Done.
Then
I can do that.
we fill it to the fucking brim, dude.
Mhm.
I'm talking like we need to get in the cockpit, and then they seal us in with the cargo. Okay,
Mhm.
fill it to the brim with psychedelic mushrooms. Drop it over the North Korean populated areas,
Ooh, I'm back on board.
and then
Just sit back and watch.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, maybe it'll be a different place the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, it definitely would.
I
be.
didn't really think about
It
this
would
part
just be
because it
one
would probably
big
cause a
Korea.
lot of bad murder and stuff.
It would. Yeah,
But-
it'd be a purge. You
Would
know?
it be
But, like-
bad murders? I feel like Kim
Okay,
Jong-un-
is murder okay if it's
No.
bad people?
Let me stop you there.
No. Like if you revolt or are in the military and you're considered on the good side, right? Which what the fuck is that? But you are like vindicated. You're not considered a murderer,
Mhm.
right?
You're doing your duty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which makes murder okay in like that capacity, like in a weird way.
So as long as you're killing your enemies, it's not murder,
But like, do you think
based on what the
do you
government
think-
and law says.
Oh no. Well, no. Okay. It's
Mhm.
because what's the definition of murder?
Dude, who knows? We don't have time for this.
Killing someone?
We don't have time for this. We have all the time in the
Where
world.
are we at right now?
We're at
I feel like
a minute 35 hours. Okay.
Jesus.
Wait, an hour 35 minutes?
What?
I'm just trying to decipher your dumb speak. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I see where we're at now. You want to call names? You want to throw names around?
No.
All right. Come on, bitch.
We don't, but finish this thought.
Huh?
Finish this thought.
It's gone.
Dude, this thought was
gone.
That thought jumped on a plane 3 hours ago. And
But Gabe, if you like K-pop,
Yes.
I will appease you
Okay.
for this week. Give me a list of songs. I'll listen to it. I'll give you my honest opinion on the next episode.
Oh, it's going to take me some time.
That's fine. Put it together.
Gabe, in solidarity with Tanner,
There's going to be a
I-
list, a song on that. Sorry, go ahead. Go
would
ahead.
like you to give him a list to listen to.
Oh, you don't want a list?
I mean,
No,
you can send me the
I'm-
same list and I'll give it a shot. But I gotta be honest with you. After we talked about BTS once, I went and I was like, all right, let's go see if I got a claim.
Oh, so you already did your research?
Yeah, I was like, let's go see if I'm a hypocrite. If I'm, and they ended up like, fuck, I like this. I do not.
I don't think either of you, like, I think it's on par. You two probably don't like their music. There are certain songs that I think
I'll be open-minded.
I think you'd be like, this is all right. I'm still not a fan.
I'll be
Of
open-minded.
course,
think
you'll be
that's-
open-minded. You're a furry.
That, oh, Jesus. That's, shut the fuck up. That's what I think is going to be your outcome. But I'll still do it because I like all music. I listen to it once and I feel like it just makes me happy that someone else will listen.
You like all music?
Mhm.
So you like white nationalist music?
Is that a thing?
One of his
Yeah.
favorites. You didn't know?
No, there was a real problem in like the 70s, 80s, or 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s in the punk scene.
That's a lot of
there,
years.
there were, well, the punk scene has a...
He just named 4 decades.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, because like the start of punk was like 60s, 70s, and then, get it. Anyway, point is, where there were like white nationalist punk bands, and then there were punk bands who were obviously on the farthest, like they're on the anti-fascist side of that scale. And so they would butt heads. That's why like the Dead Kennedys have a song called Nazi Punks Fuck Off, because it's about Nazi skinheads that would come into concerts and beat the shit out of people during the show.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's what Green Room's about.
Yeah.
Green
it was
Room is a
kinda
movie
the same.
about a punk band going to a Nazi bar, not realizing what it is. Like they get booked for a show there, and so they go there, and it's such a good movie. But
I'll have to watch it. I'll put it on the list.
It's shocking.
yeah, it's a good like I watched that one time.
Oh, yeah.
I might pick it up again at some point, but I enjoyed it.
I would
my
watch
time
it with other people if they're interested in watching it. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to ever watch that
Yeah.
movie again.
Okay.
It's a very harrowing movie.
Yeah.
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 Interesting. Well, I'll have to watch
It's
it.
like American
then-
History X without like the good part at the end.
I haven't watched that
You never watch
either.
American History X?
No.
Mm.
But
You want to
we
learn
do-
more about neo-Nazis?
I mean,
We'll watch
no.
it. We'll
Okay.
watch it. Tommy, have you seen it?
I have not.
At the end, by the end of next week, when we do another recording,
Terrifying.
I need everyone's movies sent in to me.
I thought I already
I
gave
think
you
you're
mine.
the only one that has all 2.
Oh.
The other 2 don't. But
What were my...
type them.
What did I give you?
Hereditary and
Dude,
something else.
how many people?
Nocturnal Animals?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It was
Has-
definitely your booze thing.
My boy Jake?
Yeah.
Have you seen
Jake
Pee Wee's
Gyllenhaal.
Big Adventure?
No.
Have you seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure?
A long time ago, and I can only remember one scene.
Have you seen? Have you seen Short Circuit?
Yes.
I would love to watch Short Circuit.
Okay,
again.
I don't want to watch Short Circuit.
I don't want to watch Short Circuit either.
Yeah, then
It's just-
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll get back to that later. But thank you everyone for listening very much. I appreciate it, and find out next week what they chose.